quinceañera. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rocio and this is Reese's Rizzles. And if it's your first time visiting me today, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. All you have to do is click on that big bright red subscribe button, and then after clicking on the subscribe button, click on the bell, because the bell is what's gonna turn on your notifications, and then that way you'll never miss another one of my videos. I'm wearing my dress that I wore when I turned 15, my quince dress. So last year I turned 30 and I thought it'd be a really fun idea to record 15 things that I learned in 15 years, kind of like a doble quince, like a double quince, right? Okay, well I filmed it, but then I never had time to edit it and I never had time to record it in Spanish because y'all know I have another channel. So now I'm 31, yesterday was my birthday, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do it again because I learned a whole lot in the last year alone, so why not just share the 15 things I learned in 15 years anyway, right? So there's a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. Number one, listen to your gut, whether you call it your women's intuition or your conscience, whatever it may be. Your inner you is trying to tell you something. Sometimes it's trying to encourage you to do something, and other times it's trying to warn you, but Lord, is it right? So go ahead, listen to your gut. Are you listening to these, Janie? Because they're good. What are you doing? Number two is treasure your family. There were so many years where I spent choosing my friends or my boyfriends over my family just because I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna see them tomorrow, I'm gonna see them next week. I would give anything to spend more time with my grandmother who passed away. And I think of all the times that I chose to do something else than to spend more quality time with her or anyone else that has passed away in my lifetime. Number three is explore your faith, but don't let anyone decide it for you. I'm a cradle Catholic, which means I was born into Catholicism. And there were many years in my life, mainly in my early 20s, where I just figured, you know what, I don't know if that's the right religion for me. But after a bit of exploring and understanding and doing a little research, I've realized and come to the conclusion that I am Catholic and I choose to be Catholic, and I've chosen that religion for myself. And I wholeheartedly believe in Christ and that he died for my sins, and I don't care about what other people think about my religion or my beliefs because they are my beliefs. Which leads me to number four, don't apologize for who you are or what you believe in. This is more than just my faith. It has taken me so many years to truly own who I am as a person. I replay so many moments in my life where I hear myself apologizing for something that I've said or something that I've done, and I think to myself, why? Why do I need to apologize for something that I believe in or for someone that I am? This is me. These are my beliefs. These are my likes. These are my dislikes. And if you can't agree with them, then who cares? It's not your place anyway. Number five, don't dwell on the past. The should-haves don't exist because they never happened. The past, though, is set in stone, and there's no need in trying to think of ways to rewrite the past. Done, move on, let it go, and work on the next chapters of your life. There's no testimony without a test, and I honestly believe that you can't fail in the test of life. You live, you learn, and you find ways to make your future better. Number six is one of my favorites. Pick a dish that you like, a meal that you love, and learn how to make it. Excel at it. Master it. So that when someone asks you if you can cook, you can tell them yes, and you won't be lying about it. Because you know that you are capable of feeding their soul with this one single dish. And nobody needs to know that you can't cook anything else. You just lie. You just don't say anything. Number seven is if someone has hurt you, let them go. So number seven is dedicated to my failed romantic relationships. Something I personally learned in the last 15 years is that if a guy cheats on you, it's not your fault. You are not the problem, and you need to let him go. You need to rejoice in the fact that he is no longer your problem. He's someone else's problem now. He's no longer your headache. He's someone else's headache now. Plus, you don't need that kind of drama in your life. It's draining, it's exhausting, and it is distracting you from the fact that God has someone else planned and lined up in your life that is going to treat you better, that's going to respect you, and it's going to love you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. Number eight is for the friendships that you thought would last forever. So one of the things that I've learned is that not all friendships are meant to last a lifetime. There will be moments in your life where you'll start to notice drastic shifts and changes in your friendships. And staying with friends that disrespect you, that judge you, that mistreat you, that take from you, staying in those friendships isn't being loyal, you're just doing more harm to yourself. So weed them out and hold on to the friends that support you, that understand you without scrutinizing you and that want to see you grow into being the best version of yourself. Number 9 is nothing good ever comes after 2 o'clock in the morning, especially if it involves alcohol. Unless you're with your siblings or your cousins and you're basically just creating moments and memories that will basically. That's what I just said, especially, you just ruined my. You said except. Yes, I said unless you're with your siblings or your cousins making memories that will have you cracking up until you're in your 30s or your 40s or for the rest of your life. Because you didn't let me finish. I don't even want to re-say it. Other than that, just stay in your bed or stay home, go to sleep. Don't go out with that boy. Don't invite him up. Just go to bed. Number 10 is there's more to see outside of the 20-mile bubble radius around you. God created a beautiful world and he created you to explore it. Why would you spend all of your time in the same place when there are so many more things to see and experience? Travel as much as you can, and if possible, take a solo trip at least once a year. I promise you it'll open your eyes to witness so much more that this life has to offer. Number 11, stop wasting time because you're not gonna get it back. You know how much time I wasted going back to college or not finishing or wasting time in toxic relationships or thinking about what I'm gonna do next without taking any actions. Time is so valuable, and I bet that if we could buy time, we probably would, but we can't. So stop wasting time and don't waste other people's time, and don't allow other people to waste your time. Keep it moving, hustle, and make the most out of the time that God has given you on this earth. I still feel like I can't breathe. Speaking of time, respect his timing. Things are gonna happen when they are meant to. If something is not meant for you, then respect that and trust that he has better plans for you at his time. God makes no mistakes, and it might seem sometimes like he could be running a little late, but I firmly believe that God is Latino and that he speaks Spanish because he's running on LST, Latino Standard Time. That's a real thing, just Google it. Number 13, stop trying to please everybody. In the words of my nephew, worry about yourself. If you're trying to please everybody, you're gonna start losing yourself. And if all you do is say things that people wanna hear, then you're gonna start to lose your own voice too. Worry about yourself, and then life is just gonna start aligning in a positive light based off of your decisions and your choices. Number 14, it's okay to be sad, just like it's okay to be happy, or it's okay to be pissed, or it's okay to be whatever. Own your emotions, let it out. Don't hide your feelings based off of what society has taught you, and don't bottle it in because you think that nobody's gonna understand. It doesn't matter if they understand how you feel or not. Own your emotions. If you want to be sad, be sad. If you want to cry, then cry. If you want to be happy and go to Sucre and buy yourself a cake, then do it. And number 15, I've lived many years of my life in fear. Fear of failing mainly. And that fear has held me back from so much. I know I have potential. I hear it all the time, and I believe it too. I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my soul. But if I don't just jump, I'll never live up to that potential, and I'll never know what could have been. And you know what? Some of the best things that happened to me in my life is when I let go of that fear and just let life happen. Well, y'all, that's basically everything. If you like this video, then give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And remember that you can follow me on Instagram at RisasRizzos, and let me know in a comment below of 2 things. Number 1, of something that you've learned in the last 15 years, and number 2, if you ever had a quinceañera or a sweet 16. Let me know. And that's basically it. I love y'all. Un besito, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I feel like I'm the only quinceañera that had a white dress. Everyone had a pink dress or a purple dress or a blue dress, and my dress is white. So I don't know about y'all, but my grandmother was very superstitious, and she said that if I ever wore a wedding dress that I'd never get married. Hello? I'm 31 now, and I'm never married. This is why. Thanks a lot, Mom. Yeah, thanks a lot. The dress was an actual wedding dress. Yeah, this dress is an actual wedding dress, exactly. This is why. This is why. That's it. I'm done. I'm done.